Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In our previous Hadith learning series class, we discussed three Hadiths. In it's about three Hadiths in Babu Khawfil Mu'mini an yahbata amaluhu wa huwa la yash'uru. One Hadith in Bab Ittiba'ul Janaiz min al-Eeman. In Kithab Eeman, Sahih Al-Bukhari. Out of this, Ittiba'ul Janaiz. Ittiba'ul Janaiz min al-Eeman. Read one Hadith. عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال من اتبع جنازة مسلم إيمانا واحتسابا. It is the reward of one who follows, one who accompanies the janaza, mayyit of a Muslim and performing salah and participating in the burial and all. Mentioning that in Hadith. Narrated by Abu Huraira. And Abu Huraira radiallahu anhu, أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال من اتبع جنازة مسلم إيمانا واحتسابا. Read that hadith.
عن أبي هريرة
رضي الله عنه
أن رسول الله
أن رسول الله
صلى الله عليه وسلم قال من اتبع جنازة مسلم إيمانا واحتسابا وكان معه حتى يصلى عليها ويفرى من دفنها فإنه يرجع
من الأجر. How many قيرات؟ بقيرات وين؟
كل قيرات مثل أحد.
مثل أحد. أحد جبل أحد. ومن صلى عليها
ثم رجع قبل أن تدفن فإنه يرجع بقيرات.
Yes. Meaning.
Narrated by Abu Huraira radiallahu anhu. Allah's Rasul
sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
A believer who accompanies the funeral
procession
of
janaza
out of sincere faith and hoping to get Allah's reward and remain with it till the funeral prayer, that is Mayyit Namaz, is offered and the
burial
is over. He will
return with a reward
of 2 qirat.
Yes. كل قيرات مثل أحد. Each qirat is like the size of
Uhud
mountain.
Uhud.
Yes. Then ومن صلى عليها ثم رجع قبل أن تدفن فإنه يرجع بقيرات.
He who offers the funeral prayer only and return before the burial.
Yes. He will return with the reward of how many qirats?
One
qirat only. Then in Babu Khawfil Mu'mini an yahbata amaluhu wa la yash'uru. It is what is regarding the fear of believer or mu'min, that his good deeds, his salih amal, may be lost without his knowledge. Wa la yash'uru. In that one, more than one hadith we discussed. Out of this one simple hadith, one small hadith, narrated by Abdullah ibn Mas'ud. And Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu أن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال سباب المسلمين.
And Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم قال سباب المسلم فسوقا وقتاله كفر.
Meaning.
Narrated by Abu Sa'id al-Khudri
radiallahu anhu.
Allah's Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa
sallam
said,
Abu Sa'id al-Khudri now, Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu. Yes. قال سباب المسلم فسوق وقتاله كفر. That is abusing a Muslim.
Abusing a Muslim is fusuk, that is an evil doing, and
وقتاله كفر.
killing him is kufr, that is the disbelief.
Disbelief. Next. باب سؤال جبريل النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم عن الإيمان والإسلام والإحسان وعلم الساعة. This bab. This also from Kithab Eeman, Sahih Al-Bukhari. Chapter. Bab. The asking of angel Jibreel, Malak Jibreel, Gabriel, Jibreel alayhi salam to Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam about Eeman, Islam, Ihsan, Ilm al-Sa'ah. That is about Eeman, belief, about Islam, what is Islam, about Ihsan, what is perfection, what is virtue, then what is Ilm al-Sa'ah, and the knowledge of the hour. As-Sa'ah means the hour, time, but here As-Sa'ah means the time, the hour, that is, the hour means Yawmuddin, Maliki Yawmuddin, the day of, judgment, the day of recompense, the day of judgment, the last day, the doomsday. That is what here mentioned, As-Sa'ah. As-Sa'ah means the hour, means the last hour, the last day, the last time. وبيان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, and the explanation thereof given by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam to the question of Jibreel alayhi salam about Eeman, Islam, Ihsan, and Ilm al-Sa'ah, that is the knowledge of the last day. On which day it will happen, like that. Bayan Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam lahu, that is to the question of Jibreel alayhi salam. ثم قال, then he said, then the saying of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, جاء جبريل, Jibreel came, يعلمكم دينكم, to teach you about your religion, about your deen, about your religion, about Islam. فجعل ذلك كله دينا, and all this reply Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam considered, regarded as deen. وما بين النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم لوفد عبد القيس من الإيمان, and all that Prophet Muhammad صلى الله عليه وسلم explained to the delegation, to the group of Abdul Qais, a part of Eeman. لقوله تعالى ومن يبتغي غير الإسلام دينا فلن يقبل منه. This in Surah Al-Imran. Surah Al-Imran, after Surah Al-Baqarah, to Surah Al-Fatiha, Al-Baqarah, then Al-Imran. 85. Verse number, part of verse number, ayat number 85. وَمَنْ يَبْتَغِي غَيْرَ الْإِسْلَامِ دِينًا فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ. And whoever seeks and whoever accepts the religion other than Islam, غَيْرَ الْإِسْلام, this religion other than Islam, then فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ, and never will it be accepted from him. فَيَاللَّهِ فَلَنْ يُقْبَلَ مِنْهُ. That is the bab. Name of the bab. Now the hadith. Hadith follows. عن أبي هريرة رضي الله عنه قال كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم بارزا يوما للناس فأتاه جبريل فقال ما الإيمان؟ قال أن تؤمن بالله وملائكته وبلقائه ورسله وتؤمن بالبعث. Listen here, not here. قال ما الإسلام؟ جبريل asked, قال جبريل ما الإسلام؟ قال الإسلام أن تعبد الله ولا تشرك به وتقيم الصلاة وتؤتي الزكاة المفروضة وتصوم رمضان. قال ما الإحسان؟ قال أن تعبد الله كأنك تراه فإن لم تكن تراه فإنه يراك. قال متى الساعة؟ قال ما المسؤول عنها بأعلم بالسائل. وسأخبرك أن شروطها إذا ولدت الأمة ربها وإذا تطاول رعاة الإبل البهم في البنيان في 5 لا يعلمهن إلا الله. ثم تلا النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الله عنده علم الساعة الآية. ثم أدبر فقال ردوه فلم يروا شيئا. فقال هذا جبريل جاء يعلم الناس دينهم. Here, coming of Jibreel alayhi salam to Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam one day when Prophet was sitting before his Sahaba, before a group of people. Nabi Huraira radiallahu anhu, narrated by Abu Huraira radiallahu anhu, قال such كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم بارزا يوما للناس. Rasul sallallahu alayhi wasallam, while the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam was sitting out for the people. He was giving lectures. He was sitting with his Sahaba. Then فأتاه جبريل. Then Jibreel came to him. Came to him in the form of a man. Jibreel came in the form of a man. رجل. Then فقال, he asked, actually it was Jibreel but in the form of a man. Malak in the form of a man. Then فقال, then he asked. A man came and asked Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Mal Eeman, what is faith? What is faith? What is Eeman? What is Eeman? Actually Jibreel knows what Eeman is, but he asked to get a reply from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and thereby his audience, the Sahaba, will also get the information. That's right. Okay. What is faith? Then قال أنت, Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, reply, أن تؤمن بالله وملائكته وبلقائه ورسله وتؤمن بالبعث. What is Iman? Prophet said, أن تؤمن بالله. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, faith is to believe in Allah. To believe in أن تؤمن, to believe in Allah. Amana means Vishwasitu, to believe, believed. أن تؤمن بالله وملائكته, and in his malaika means malakugal, yes, okay, angels, malaika, malaikatihi وبلقائه, and the meeting with Allah, that is on the day of judgment or in akhirah, we will meet with Allah. Okay, liqa'ullah, we hope for that. Okay, وبلقائه, meeting with Allah. وَرُسُلِهِ, and in his messengers, Rusul. وَتُؤْمِنَ بِالْبَعْثِ, and to believe in the resurrection, يوم البعث, يوم الآخر. During يوم الآخر, people will be resurrected. What all dead things will be resurrected again. Again given life. Okay. This is resurrection. Birth. So in this hadith, only this much is given. Qadr is not given. But in other reports, many other hadiths are there. This hadith is narrated in a different way. There, Qadr also is mentioned. Qadr. Yawmul Akhir, like that. Here in Sahih Al-Bukhari, in this hadith, it is like this. Then, Qala. Next question of Jibreel. This man asked me. Next question. Asking, Mal Islam. What is Islam? What is Eeman? The answer is given by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then the person asks, Gabriel asks, he is sitting before Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, just like a student, just like a student, he is sitting and asking questions. Then, Mal Islam, what is Islam? Who is asking? Jibril alayhi salam, the man who came. That is angel Jibril in the form of a man. Mal Islam, what is Islam? Then Qala, Prophet said, replied, Al-Islamu an ta'budu Allah wa la tushrika bih wa tuqima as-salata wa tu'addi az-zakata al-mafrudata wa tasuma Ramadan. Okay. Al-Islam, what is Islam? Al-Islamu. Islam is to worship Allah. An ta'budu Allah. To offer ibadat to Allah. An ta'budu Allah. Wa la tushrika bih. Not only to offer ibadat to Allah, but to avoid shirk. To avoid shirk. That means not to participate any others in his ibadat. That is not to offer ibadat to any other power. Okay? Only to Allah. Ibadat is only for Allah. Not for angels. Not for Anbiya. Not for Awliya. Not for As-Sunam. These idols. Okay? Not for any other power. Any other thing. Okay? Only for Allah. So, Al-Islamu an ta'budu Allah wa la tushrika bih. To offer. Islam means to worship Allah. To offer ibadat to Allah. Wa la tushrika bih. And not to associate any partners with Him. Not to associate any partners with Allah. That means to avoid what? Shirk. وَتُقِيمَ الصَّلَاةِ. And to establish prayers. And to establish Salah. Salat al-Mafruḍah. Salat al-Maktubah. Salat al-Maktubah. How many times? 5 times. Say aloud. Correct. 10. وَتُقِيمَ الصَّلَاةِ. To establish prayers. To establish Salah. وَتُؤَدِّي الزَّكَاةَ الْمَفْرُوضَةَ. And to pay zakat. It is compulsory charity. Compulsory zakat. A certain percentage of wealth should be levied as zakat by the Islamic government. Even if there is no Islamic government, persons have to pay, but have to give zakat out of their wealth. A certain percentage should be given as zakat to poor people. Then, it is zakat. To ati zakat al-mafruḍata. وَتَصُومَ Ramadan. And to perform Sawm. Sawm means fasting in the month of Ramadan. Okay. Then, that is Islam. Now comes the next question. Qala from Gabriel. Okay. Mal Ihsan. The man, what is Ihsan? What is Ihsan? What is virtue? What is perfection? What is perfection? Samburnada. Again, Gunam. Ihsan എന്ന് പറയുന്ന സംഭവം. What is Ihsan? Then Qala Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam replied, أن تعبد الله كأنك تراه فإن لم تكن تراه فإنه يراك. This أن تعبد الله كأنك تراه. To worship Allah as if you see Him. You are not seeing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you offer salah, saying Allahu Akbar, you avoid all other things. Your mind is with Allah. Okay? Your mind is concentrated with Allah. Okay? In Allah. In thoughts of Allah. Okay? So, أن تعبد الله كأنك تراه. To worship Allah, to offer ibadat to Allah as if you see him. Before you, just before you, just in front of you, there is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? As if you see him. Actually you are not seeing him. But you have to bear in mind that he is there. He is in front of us. Allah is very near to us. Okay? Allah is very, very near to us. He sees, he watches us. Okay? Then, Anta abudallah, to offer worship to Allah. Ka'annaka tara, as if you see him. As if you see him. Then, فَإِن لَمْ تَكُنْ تَرَهُ, and even if you are not seeing him, فَإِن لَمْ تَكُنْ تَرَهُ فَإِنَّهُ يَرَاكَ, certainly he is seeing you. Okay? فَإِنَّهُ يَرَاكَ, certainly he sees you. Okay? Even if you are not seeing him, he sees you. So you offer ibadat to Allah as if you see him, as if you are just in front of him and you see him, like that. Even if you are not seeing him, he sees you, he watches you, he is very near to you. أن تعبد الله كأنك تراه فإن لم تكن تراه فإنه يراك. That is what is Al-Ihsan. Al-Ihsan. Then next question comes. Qala, Gabriel alayhi salam asked, Mata sa'ah, when is the hour? When is the hour? The last day, the doomsday. Then, when will the hour be established? When the last day will come? Then, Qala, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam replied, Mal mas'ulu anha bi'a'lama min as-sa'il. Sa'ala means Soditu, asked, questioned. Sa'il means one who asks. Mas'ul means one who is asked. If I ask a question, I am Sa'il. If I ask a question to you and you are Mas'ul. Okay? So, Prophet's reply is like that. Mal mas'ulu anha bi'a'lama bis-sa'il. Here, one who answers this question, that is me, that is Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, has no better knowledge in this matter. That is, in the matter of knowledge about the day of judgment, when it comes, when it will establish. That is not better known to me than the questioner. Who is the questioner here? Who is the questioner? Gabriel alayhi salam is the questioner. Who is answering? Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he says, Mal mas'ulu anha a'lama bis-sa'il. Mal mas'ulu anha bi'a'lama bis-sa'il. Min as-sa'il. That is, one who answers this question, that is me, that is Prophet, has no better knowledge in this matter than the questioner, than you, means Gabriel. Okay? That is, I don't know it. Actually, I don't know it. وَسَأُخْبِرُكَ عَنْ أَشْرَاطِهَا. But I shall inform, I will inform you about its signs, its അടയാളങ്ങൾ, അതിൻ്റെ അഷ്റാത്ത്, ഖിയാമത്ത് നാളിൻ്റെ അടയാളങ്ങൾ. Its signs I may give, I may explain, I may inform you. Signs, أشراط الساعة, signs of يوم القيامة, signs of يوم القيامة, when it comes, signs of يوم القيامة. إذا ولدت الأمة ربها وإذا تطاول رعاة الإبل البهم في البنيان في 5 لا يعلمهن إلا الله. ثم قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إن الله عنده علم الساعة. ما أشراط الساعة سأخبرك عن أشراطها إذا ولدت الأمة ربها. That is, when a slave gives birth to his master, her master. When a slave, amat means amat, slave woman, slave girl or slave woman. Amat, Abd, Amat. Abd, പുരുഷനാകുമ്പോൾ Abd. Slave man, Abd. Slave woman, Amat. Antalidal Amatu. Rabbah. That is, when a slave gives birth to her master, അതായത് അടിമ വെള്ളാട്ടി അടിമയായ സ്ത്രീ യജമാനത്തിയെ പ്രസവിക്കുക, യജമാനനെ പ്രസവിക്കുക പറഞ്ഞാൽ so many explanations are given, so many interpretations are given for this side, for this statement. Okay, what is that? മാതാക്കൾ മക്കളുടെ അടിമകളാണ്. Mothers or parents become the slaves of sons and daughters. Okay, that is, parents coming under children, and they have no role. Parents have no role. Children, when they grew up, when they grew bigger and bigger, when they grew up, they will not look after their parents. They will not look after their mothers. Okay, then mothers will be put under children. Okay, just like slaves. അടിമകളെ പോലെ ഉമ്മമാരാണ് മക്കൾ. കാലം വരും. അപ്പം എന്താ ഖിയാമത്ത് നാളാണ്. ശരി, ഉമ്മമാരെ ശരി. Then second one, وإذا تطاول رعاة الإبل البهم في البنيان. That is, Ibl means camel. Ibl means camel. Ra'a means ra'in, shepherd. This Ru'at, shepherds. Ru'at al-Ibli, one who looks after or shepherds the camels. ആടുകളെ ഒട്ടകങ്ങളൊക്കെ മേയ്ക്കുന്ന ആള്, അങ്ങനെയുള്ള ആളുകൾ. It is when shepherds of black camels start boasting and competing with others fil bunyan, in the matter of, in the case of buildings, huge buildings will be built. Huge buildings will be built by whom? Shepherds. That is, low class people. Even poor people will compete in building huge buildings, huge houses, big houses. Say that. Even poor people will compete in building very, very big houses and buildings. That is one sign of Yawm al-Qiyamah. That is one sign of Yawm al-Qiyamah. في خمس لا يعلمهن إلا الله. Then Prophet said, one of the 5 things which nobody knows except Allah. Qiyamah naal, Qiyamah, the day of judgment, Yawm al-Qiyamah, is one of the 5 things. One of the 5 things which only Allah knows. Which only Allah knows. 5 things only Allah knows. Okay. For example, when one person will die. When one person will die. When will we die? We don't know. Except Allah. Only Allah knows. Like that, 5 things are there. Which is only Allah knows. Out of this, one is Yawm al-Qiyamah. One is Yawm al-Qiyamah, which only Allah knows. Not even angel knows. Not even Ashrafil Khalq, Rasulullah knows. Only Allah knows. Yawm al-Qiyamah. That's why Prophet replied like this. Prophet's answer is like this. He didn't say when it occurs. When it occurs. ثم تلا النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Then Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم recited this verse. إن الله عنده علم الساعة. This, verily, certainly, Allah, with Him alone is the knowledge of the hour. The day of judgment, its knowledge, when it comes, when it occurs, only it is known only by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No one else, not even Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Al-ayat, the verse he recited, the verse gives إن الله عنده علم الساعة ثم أدبره. Then this man, this angel who came in the form of a man, returned, left the place. Okay. فقال, Then Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked, Rudduhu, call him back. To go and call him back. He asked his companions to go and call the person back. Sahaba actually didn't know it was angel, Gabriel. He was in the form of a man. So they thought it was a man. It was a man. But it was not a man. Only in the form of a man. An angel in the form of a man. Angel can take the shape of man. Okay? Sometimes. Then ثم أدبر فقال ردوه فلم يروا شيئا. But the companions, Sahaba of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam didn't see him. They didn't see anything. They came. They went to seek. അന്വേഷിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി പോയോ? നോക്കുമ്പോൾ ആളാണ്. ആളെ കാണാനല്ല. ഇവിടെ ഇരുന്നിരുന്ന് അപ്പം ഇരുന്നിരുന്ന ആളെ കാണാനല്ല. നമ്മൾ ഒരാൾ വന്നിട്ട് അപ്പം തന്നെ പോയാൽ ഇവിടെ ഇറങ്ങി നോക്കുമ്പോൾ അപ്പം തന്നെ കാണില്ലേ? അപ്പം തന്നെ ഇറങ്ങി കാണില്ലേ? പക്ഷെ അതറിയുവാണ് അത് ഷേപ്പ് മാറി മലക്കായി മലക്കിന്റെ ഫോമത്തിൽ തന്നെ ആയി ശരി ഫലം യറൗ ഷൈഅ ഫഖാല then Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said ഹാദാ ജിബ്രീൽ ജാഅ യുഅല്ലിമു الناس ദീനഹും. This is Jibreel. Jaa, he came. يُعَلِّمُ النَّاسَ to teach the people deenahum about their religion, about their deen. So he asked all these questions. Knowing its answers. മനസ്സിലെ ഈ ചോദ്യത്തിന് ഉത്തരങ്ങളൊക്കെ ആർക്കറിയാം? Jibreel knows the answers, but he simply meant to teach the Sahaba. So he asked questions coming before Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Then from Prophet's answers, Sahaba, companions of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, could understand the Deen al-Islam. So it was Jibreel alayhi salam. This hadith is reported in other words, slight variant words in different hadith thoughts. ഇതേ ഹദീസ് തന്നെ വേറെ ഹദീസ് കിതാബുകളിൽ വേറെ രൂപത്തിൽ വലിയ വ്യത്യാസങ്ങളില്ലാതെ ചെറിയ മാറ്റങ്ങളോടുകൂടി വാക്കുകളിൽ ചെറിയ മാറ്റങ്ങളോട് റിപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യപ്പെടും. നെക്സ്റ്റ്